Alright, I'm back here to discuss Headquarters and Domination, Search and Destroy. How these game types are completely broken on Xbox Live and that are horrible, and it's just making it fucking garbage for everybody else. For anybody who wants to correct my grammar in English, go get a fucking degree, become an English teacher, and teach some little fucking kids. I really don't give a fuck if you want to correct me on how I pronunciate words or how my grammar is. I can really give a fuck or care less. Alright, let me get back to my point. I'm sorry about that. That's just for the assholes on YouTube who like to make stupid fucking retarded comments that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Alright, so anyways, Headquarters, Domination, and Search and Destroy. You know, here I am, I'm looking at a post on CharlieOscarDelta.com in the 360 forums, where a guy sits here and he posts these still frame pictures of himself in Headquarters. And he scored 982 points, 156 kills, 12 assists, and 16 deaths. Now, I understand that on the smallest map in the game, Shipment, there should be no reason you should be able to call in helicopters and airstrikes. Because if you can't kill somebody on the smallest map with your own weapon, then there's a problem. But just for the simple fact of the demonstration of what I'm talking about in this video, because people who like to brag about achievements, I'm trying to explain the facts to you that these are not achievements. This is at a broken game type, and you're only making yourself look like a complete dumb fucking asshole. Now, if you have the smallest... Now here, let me give you a deductive reasoning. See, people are so blinded that all they do is play Headquarters. That's what they think the game is. You know, they don't get it that there's other game types out there, and some of the game types require some type of skill to play them. But let me go back to the reason why this person posted this still frames and explain to you personally why you're a fucking idiot. One, the smallest map on the fucking game, Shipment, playing Headquarters, going 156 kills and getting 982 points, destroys the gameplay for every other type of game type in the game. For these particular facts alone, 156 kills in one game is not legitimate. You did not get those kills with your weapon. 982 points. You will never ever get that many points in a team deathmatch game, in which people will not go to one single particular point after you capture it. That it's always going to be different, and that the game type is going to be circulating the whole time. So every game you play online is going to be different. And the most that you can ever achieve on any other game type like Team Deathmatch is between 250, 300 if you're fucking going against noobs. But this is just outrageous that, you know, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it if they had different leaderboards or different leaderboards for specific game types. Then, you know, the people that all play Headquarters, their scores would be outrageous, and they can all chase each other. That's fine. But the majority of the population of online players who play this game play Team Deathmatch. And these people who actually play the game legitimately can never ever catch people who play Headquarters. Now, I'm going to just basically touch very shortly on Domination and Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy is a booster game where you can finish within less than 90 seconds and achieve a score of 500 points. And then that's if you want to boost up your prestige really quick. The other game type is Domination, where there is no matchmaking in Infinity Ward's game, where you can party up in ranked matches and go up against other people that are scrubbed together noobs and push them to the last flag. So you can capture 3 out of the 4 flags, push them to the last flag, surround that certain flag, and they keep spawning, and there's no way for them to get out of that last flag point. And you can blow up your score so tremendously high that there's no skill involved, because you know they're going to spawn from that last spawn point, so you just keep killing them. There's no talent in that. And then Headquarters is the worst one of them all. You capture the Headquarters spot. Those people have to capture the Headquarters spot, so obviously they're going to run to that Headquarters spot, and you're just going to keep killing them. Now on shipment, obviously if it's a fucking square with some containers on it, and if you capture the spot, there's nothing else for you to do to see these people to try to run to get to that spot. So you're going to get airstrike after airstrike after airstrike and helicopter after helicopter. I mean, you're going to tell me that requires some fucking type of skill and deserves a place on the leaderboards? And then people go, oh, well, leaderboards don't mean shit. Why don't you just play the game? Well, it wouldn't mean shit, but you know, when Infinity Ward comes on and does an interview online and says the reason why we didn't have online achievements, and this is the words out of 402's mouth, is that the reason we didn't have online achievements was for the simple reason is that people would not play the game as intended, and they would just go after achievements. So now you don't have achievements, but you have a globalized leaderboard with all the leaderboards bulked together, and you have them doing exactly what you didn't want them to do, fucking blowing up their stats with some bullshit game types that are broken. So why even give us a leaderboard if it's not going to be separate by game types? Or take out the leaderboards and give us online achievements, so we don't have to see this ridiculousness online. The other thing I want to say is that, I mean, it is just dumbfounding to, you know, it's just ridiculous. Look at this. The lowest guy on the winning team has got 348 points. The lowest guy with 25 kills. Now, for you to even get that score, that's a top score in team deathmatch. Now, how is that fair to the highest percentage of the population playing team deathmatch to the lowest amount of the population controlling the leaderboards? They're all bulked up into one, which had nothing, which IW took away online achievements because they said we weren't going to play the game as intended, but yet the fucking bunched together global leaderboard is creating exactly what you said you didn't want to happen. So all I'm doing is stating the obvious of what Infinity Ward said they didn't want to happen is happening with the fucking worst fucking leaderboard on earth for the best video game online at this moment in time. And we all know when Battlefield Bad Company comes out that Electronic Arts was smart enough at the time to hold out for their own servers, so that way they can run dedicated games with no host advantage. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is here with Infinity War and Call of Duty 4. You know, they sacrificed small maps for 60 frames per second or whatever it might be. But, you know, shotguns are useless, sniper rifles are useless, basically assault rifles are useless. And then on top of that, you have a mini map, you have a mini update, and you add a showdown and wet works to team deathmatch. And then when you go into private match and you look at what it says specifically for those maps, when you look at a private match, it says, oh, this map would be good to be played under certain situations, under like a smaller game type, but yet you throw it in there with team deathmatch, and it makes no sense to me. The game is completely broken. You know, it needs to be fixed. There's no enjoyment in other than boosting And I don't see how people want to do that for $60 and waste their time. It does not make any sense to me.